Listen carefully, friends. Gautam Buddha was sitting with his disciples. There was silence, but even a deep message was hidden in that silence. Buddha picked up a leaf from the ground, smile and say, "Look, this leaf is not broken by falling. It fell because the tree left it." The disciples were amazed. Buddha further said, "Life is also similar. When we don't leave on time, we break down." Every word reverberated in the air. That moment was not just to listen. It was to understand. People often think that holding is love, not giving up is dedication. But the Buddha says that he who can leave is free in the true sense. Just imagine how many things are there in your life that you have held. Any relationship that no longer hurts the heart. Some mistake that happened years ago but still bites you today. A dream that is no longer for you, but you don't let it go. And then you say life seems heavy. Buddha says life is not heavy. We make him heavy with our grip. See how the river flows. She never stops. She does not fight with the stones in her path. She just flows. She leaves what stops her. Therefore, he is pure, free, beautiful. But humans, we stop. We keep on holding things. People, hopes, fears, anger, and then say that why there is no peace within us. How will it happen? When we are sitting in every direction. Buddha said that the more you leave, the lighter you will feel. Because giving up is not defeat. Leaving is liberation. Have you ever noticed? We learn to catch things since childhood. When the toy falls, they cry. If the relationship breaks, it breaks. But no one teaches us that leaving is also an art. Don't forget to leave. To leave means accept. What is gone is no longer under your control. One day a man came to Buddha and said, "Lord, my mind is very restless. I want peace." Buddha smiled and said, "If you are sitting holding something, then from where will peace come?" He said, "I didn't catch anyone." Buddha picked up a stone garland kept nearby and said, "If I hold it tightly, then there will be pain in my hand or not." That person said yes. Buddha said, "Now think how tight your mind is holding tightly. Regrets, anger, hopes, and if this were the case, then the thoughts are sitting holding them all and then roaming in search of peace." Sometimes we feel that if we leave, everything will be shattered. But the truth is that everything starts right after leaving. Buddha had said that your hands will be empty, only then something new will be filled. Just imagine, if you hold the old stone tightly in your hands, will you be able to hold the flower? No, in the same way, if you're sitting in your mind holding old sorrows, old things, old people, then how will new experiences, new happiness, new life fit? Our mind has become like a closed fist, in which there is pain, there's also hope, also fear. But as soon as that fist opens, it is able to feel the air, it becomes lighter. She becomes free. Buddha says, the greatest power in life is the one who can let go. Because the one who lets go is no longer bound by anything. They are not influenced by the behavior of others. They remain connected to their inner peace. But the problem is that we think that if I let go, I have lost. No, you lose when you hold on too much. Because then you waste your energy on things that no longer belong to you. Letting go doesn't mean you don't care. Letting go means you are prioritizing your inner peace. Gautam Buddha's life is a prime example of this. When he left the palace, no one understood why a prince would give up everything. But Buddha said, "I'm searching for something that will stay with me even after I leave." He left everything but found something that is eternal. Knowledge. Now think, if he hadn't left that palace, that splendor, that happiness, would we be searching for peace in his name today? No. He taught us that only those who let go find it. You too, look within yourself. What holds you captive? What memory weighs down your everyday? What fear stops you? And what hope exhausts you? Now is the time to let go of all of that. Because only when you let go will you see how beautiful life truly is. Buddha says, just as the sky is clouded by clouds, so too is the mind clouded by attachment. When you let go, that same mind becomes pure again. Sometimes sit under a tree and watch the leaves fall. They don't resist, they just bend and touch the ground. They know that every fall is not the end. They are making room for others. Similarly, your letting go is not the end. It is preparation for a new beginning. And this is the essence of Buddha. Everything changes. Nothing is permanent. That is, nothing lasts forever. So why do we continue to hold on to what is no longer a part of our lives? Buddha says holding on to pain is like holding a hot coal in your hand and hoping that another one will burn. But we're the ones who are jealous. So let go. Let go of every mistake, every complaint, every fear, every person who is taking away your peace of mind. Letting go means creating a space within yourself, where there is only peace, where there are no complaints, where you are with yourself. You will see that as soon as you learn to let go, life starts getting better on its own. Those who should have gone, go away. Those who should have come, start coming. Because now you're not stopping. Now you are in the flow. Now you are flowing with life, not against it. Gautam Buddha said, just as a lotus blooms in the mud, peace is born when you let go. So, from today, just remember, let go of everything that is breaking you. Every thought that is holding you back. Every relationship that is emptying you. And you will see that gradually your mind will become as light as a leaf that falls from a tree and kisses the earth. Sometimes the greatest courage is to stop, take a breath, and say, I am letting go. Because the true meaning of life lies not in holding on, but in letting go. This is where our next lesson begins. A lesson that teaches us that when we learn to let go, we begin to recognize the light within us. Peace is the peace that is found within, not outside. Buddha says, when you let go, you are free. This is the sentence that holds the deepest truth of life within us. Once a man came to Buddha. His eyes were restless, his face full of fatigue. It was as if he had been carrying a heavy burden for years. He said, Lord, I am deeply troubled. I want my mind to calm down. Buddha smiled and said, okay, go to the riverbank and sit there and pick up a stone. He went, picked up a large stone, and returned to Buddha. Buddha said, now hold it tightly. After a while, his hand began to shake. Buddha asked, does it hurt? He replied, yes. Buddha said, now let it go. He let go of the stone. Buddha asked, how do you feel now? He replied, I feel relieved. Buddha smiled. That's what I said. Liberation lies in letting go, not in holding on. This incident is small, but it is the deep secret of life. We all hold our own stones. Some have the stone of an old relationship. Some have the stone of failure. Some have the stone of what would have happened. And yet, every day, we say our hearts are heavy. The heart isn't heavy. We have burdened it ourselves. Buddha says attachment is the root of suffering. That is, when we cling to something, that very thing becomes the cause of our suffering. Think about it. When someone leaves your life, the pain isn't just because they're gone. Pain occurs because you don't want to let go. Our suffering always comes from our tendency to cling, not from the one who is letting go. Buddha explained that attachment and detachment are two very different states. Attachment means I want everything to be my way, and detachment means I accept whatever is happening. Look at the difference. In the first state, there is conflict, and in the second, there is peace. Detachment doesn't mean you won't love anyone. Rather, it means your love will now be free from fear. You won't hold on to someone because they won't leave you, but because you have the capacity to love them. Buddha says true love has no attachment. Where there is attachment, there is fear. Where there is fear, there is no peace. If you hold on to something too tightly, one day it will hurt you. Just as sand slips away more quickly if you hold it tightly in your fist. This is Buddha's message. Don't hold on to the sand of life tightly. Keep it in your palm. Let it flow. Letting go doesn't mean running away. Many people misunderstand this. Many say, I want to give up everything. But Buddha says the one who is running away isn't giving up. He's afraid. Letting go isn't fear, it's understanding. Letting go isn't running, it's acceptance. Letting go means accepting that some things are beyond your control. And only when you accept this do you truly become free. Think about how many times in life you've tried to control things according to your will. In a relationship, in a job, in a situation, and when it doesn't turn out the way you wanted, you become unhappy. This is what can happen. You've woven a web of should-bes. Buddha says all your suffering stems from should-bes because life doesn't go the way we think. Life goes on as it is. When you accept that everything is temporary, people, time, relationships, circumstances, a new peace is born within you. A peace that doesn't depend on any person or circumstance. A peace that resides within you. Once, a disciple of Buddha asked him, "Lord, should we remain silent when someone insults us?" Buddha smiled and said, "If someone gives you a gift and you don't accept it, who will keep it?" The disciple replied, "The giver will keep it." Buddha replied, "In the same way, when someone angers you, insults you, and you don't accept it, that anger remains with that person. You remain calm. This is detachment, neither running away nor grasping, simply observing, understanding, and letting go." There's another incident from Buddha's life. Once, a man abused Buddha profusely. He continued for hours, but Buddha remained silent. When a man grew tired, he asked, "Are you not listening?" Buddha smiled and said, "I am listening, but I haven't accepted your abuse." The man was surprised. Buddha replied, "I didn't take what you want to give me. Now it belongs to you." This is the art of letting go. Neither resistance nor escape. Simply accepting and letting go. Our mind always wants to hold on. It wants to make everything mine. My thoughts, my honor, my people, my past, this mine, holds us most tightly. Buddha says, where there is mind, there is bound to be suffering. Because whatever is mine will one day be lost. And when it is lost, your heart will cry. Therefore, Buddha teaches to know in advance that nothing is permanent. One who lives with this understanding never breaks. Buddha always taught his disciples that everything in the world is changeable. What you have today won't be there tomorrow. What's gone today will return tomorrow in a different form. So why fight this change? Why not accept it? This acceptance is detachment, and in this acceptance lies peace. We think that if we let go of something, we will become empty. But Buddha says that emptiness is the door to wholeness. Only when there is space within you can newness fill it. If your heart is burdened with old pain, how can new love arise? If your mind is filled with fear of failure, how can you muster the courage to try something new? Letting go is creating space, and in that space, peace, understanding, and compassion enter. Letting go is not easy, but it's not impossible. Buddha says that every time you let go, you feel a little lighter within yourself. Think carefully. How many things are you still alive without that once seemed essential to your life? Sometimes the very thing we fear losing, only after losing it, brings us closer to ourselves. That was mine. When a dream remains unfulfilled, we can't let go because we feel like we've failed. When we make a mistake, we can't let go because we feel we could have done better. But Buddha said, accept what's done. Let go of what's gone. Live what remains with love. Psychology says the same thing. When we can't let go of something, we block our energy. The energy that should flow, that should propel life forward, gets stuck. Our mind constantly swings between the past and the future. And in that swing, every moment of the present is lost. We can't let go because we think letting go means giving up. But Buddha says letting go isn't about giving up, it's about understanding. Understanding that nothing in this world is permanent. Relationships change, people change, circumstances change. The only thing that doesn't change is your awareness, your understanding. Only the one who lets go knows. Peace isn't outside, not inside. Once, a disciple of Buddha asked him, "Lord, if someone insults me, hurts me, what should I do?" Buddha smiled and said, "If someone gives you a gift and you don't accept it, who will that gift belong to?" The disciple replied, "It's the one who gave it to you." Buddha said, "In the same way, if someone gives you anger, hatred, or insult, and you don't hold on to it, it's no longer yours." This is letting go. This is liberation. When we try to control every situation, every emotion, every experience, we exhaust ourselves. We think everything should be my way. But Buddha said, when you remove your conditions from life, life returns peace to you. Because wanting to control is also a form of fear. The fear that if things don't go my way, I'll be dissatisfied. But life never moves under anyone's control. Life flows, and only those who allow it to flow become truly enlightened. Many people say, "I want to let go, but can't." In reality, They don't want to let go. They want some assurance that everything will be all right after letting go. But Buddha says, let go first and then see how everything falls into place. That is, trust is needed first, results come later. Because one who lets go with trust doesn't have any emptiness within him. Peace settles there. Imagine a handful of sand in your hand. If you hold it tightly, it slips through your fingers. But if you open your palm, the same sand settles into a calm state. This is life. The more you hold, the more you lose. The more you let go, the more you gain. We can't let go because we fear being left alone. We fear that if we let go of someone or something, we'll have nothing left. But Buddha says that only when you lose everything do you find yourself, because what is yours can never be lost, and what is lost never belonged to you. We can't let go because we feel that running away from pain is wrong. But Buddha said that running away from pain is the true suffering. When you accept pain, when you say, yes, this happened, but now I want to move on, only then do the inner chains break, and only then can life flow again. The same thing happens in relationships. Sometimes we hold on to someone so much that they tire of our bond. We think it's love, so we must hold on. But true love doesn't bind, it liberates. Buddha says, set the one you love free. If they're yours, they'll return. If not, peace will be with you. And believe me, when we learn to let go, we begin to win, because letting go isn't about running away, but about accepting. Accepting that life is beautiful just the way it is. Every moment changes, every new experience teaches us something. Buddha said, let life flow. As long as you hold it back, you'll struggle. When you let it flow, you'll become free. This is the power of letting go. This is the path to liberation. And when the mind understands this truth, a peace descends within. A peace that doesn't depend on any person, thing, or situation. That peace comes only from within. The moment we learn to say, now I let go, Gautam Buddha said, everything in this world is temporary. What is here today won't be here tomorrow. What is gone won't return, and what is coming will also one day be gone. This sentence is not only beautiful to hear, but it is the deepest truth of life. But the human mind cannot accept this truth because the mind craves stability, the mind craves possession, the mind craves eternity. And this desire for eternity is the root of our suffering. When Buddha attained enlightenment under the Bodhi tree, this was the first thing he understood. Everything is changeable. Every emotion, every relationship, every success, every failure, every sorrow, every joy, all change. But when we accept these things as permanent, we begin to struggle. We say, I wish this moment would stop, or I wish this pain never came. But life doesn't stop. It flows, and that is its beauty. Buddha says that letting go is not about being empty, but about being free. We think that if we let go, we will lose something. But the truth is exactly the opposite. When we let go, we find ourselves. We find a peace within us. Think about when you breathe. If you don't let go, how will you take the next breath? If the air inside you doesn't go out, new air won't be able to come in. Buddha said that life is like breathing. Unless you let go of the old, the new won't come into your life. That is, letting go is not just an action, but a process of new life, rebirth, and growth. Many people think that letting go means moving away from someone. But Buddha says that letting go is not distance, but vision. It means letting go, not with hatred, but with understanding. Letting go of situation, not with anger, but with peace. Because letting go is incomplete unless there is love. Once, a disciple of Buddha asked him, Lord, if I let go of something, there will be no emptiness within me. Buddha smiled and said, if you remove the poison from your mind, the space will no longer be empty. Nectar will flow there. That is, when we let go of negative emotions, old pain, and broken hopes, we don't lose, we fill up. We grow. The biggest illusion in life is that holding on will keep us safe. But the truth is, the more we hold on, the more we break. Just like if you hold on to a kite too tightly, the string breaks. But if you let the same string flow properly, the kite soars to the sky. Letting go means letting life flow. accepting each moment as it is. When Buddha was giving a sermon in a village, an old man asked him, "You say let go, but if I let go of everything, will I have anything left?" Buddha smiled and said, "Yes, you will save yourself. When you find yourself, everything else will fall into place." This is the true meaning of letting go. It begins not with losing, but with connecting with yourself. Psychology also says that letting go is the beginning of mental freedom. When we accept the emotions associated with something, our subconscious breaks those bonds. We no longer run from it, but understand it, and that understanding gradually becomes liberation. Have you ever noticed? When you think about an old conflict or pain repeatedly, it grows. But the moment you say, "Enough is enough, I'm letting go," you suddenly feel a lightness within you. That lightness is liberation. It's not emptiness, it's peace. Buddha says letting go is acceptance. When you're able to see a situation as it is, without opposition, without resistance, without expectation, that moment becomes meditation. You become one with that moment, and then life begins to feel natural. The true meaning of letting go is to learn the art of seeing life as it is. Sometimes, sit by a river and observe the water flowing continuously, without stopping. It neither fears what lies ahead nor regrets what it left behind. It simply flows, and its beauty lies in this flow. Buddha says that life is like that river. Suffering begins only when you stop flowing. Sometimes we feel that letting go is weakness, but Buddha said that the greatest courage is the one who has the strength to let go. Because letting go requires faith. Faith that life is with me, not against me. Faith that every experience, no matter how painful, has something to teach. Letting go isn't just about material things. It's about liberation from mental attachment, from old habits, from old thoughts, from self-imposed limitations. When you say, "I no longer want everything my way," you truly release the burden of inner control, and only then does life blossom into its true nature. Letting go is an art that comes with practice. Every time you accept a situation without judgment, you become a little more free. Every time you forgive someone, you lighten yourself. Every time you let go of the past, your present shines. Remember, when you exhale, only then does new breath come. When you let go of the night, only then does morning come. When you let old leaves fall, only then do new buds appear on the tree. Life is always waiting to be renewed. It is just waiting for you to let go. And when you truly let go, you see that the emptiness you felt within you is actually peace. The fear of loss was an illusion. The burden you felt was only your confused mind. Buddha says that when you accept that nothing is permanent, you become still. True stability comes from accepting impermanence. So, letting go doesn't mean ending things. Letting go means beginning new thoughts, new peace, new understanding. And this is where Buddha's philosophy meets the truth of life. He teaches to let go of what goes, because what is to come will find you. And when you understand this deeply, every situation, every experience, every pain becomes a teacher. Then every wave of life carries you forward, not stops you. And that is the moment when you can say, "Now I am truly free." Buddha says, let go of what is gone. Let what is past pass. Only then will a new birth take place within you. The first way is acceptance. Acceptance is not easy, but it is the beginning. Acceptance does not mean giving up, but understanding that everything is not in our control. Someone did wrong to us. We felt pain, but that person should no longer be within us. That incident, that word, that relationship have all played their part. Now, the greatest wisdom is to leave them there. Buddha once said, "The more you resist, the more suffering you will experience. The more you accept, the more liberation you will find." Hearing this, a devotee asked, "What does it mean to let go, God?" Buddha smiled and said, "Let what is be. Let go of what has already passed. Welcome what is to come." That is what letting go is. The second way is to write and release. We all hold a lot inside us. Anger, regret, guilt, self-doubt, fear, all of this accumulates within us like a poison. Buddha said, the mind keeps dwelling on what it can't let go of. So lighten your mind. Put the pain on paper. Write down what hurts you, who you're angry with, what's weighing you down inside. When you express it in words, it no longer resides within you. It lifts you, and gradually you begin to feel free. Many people ask, how do we forget? The truth is, don't try to forget. Just let the burden within you come out. Sometimes, even writing is a form of meditation. The third way is to practice silence or mindfulness. When we are in silence, we can hear our inner voice. Buddha said, "The one who has learned to observe in silence is truly wise." We react to everything immediately. Anger at someone, fear at a situation, crying at a pain. But mindfulness teaches us to stop. Just watch. That feeling will arise within you and go away as it came. You don't need to stop it. You don't need to fight it. Just watch, just watch. Gradually, your mind will understand that no emotion is permanent. And when you understand this, you won't be afraid to let go, because you know nothing is forever. The fourth way is to start with small things. Letting go isn't an art that happens overnight. It's a practice. Start with small things every day. Erase an old message that hurts you. Throw away an old thing that no longer serves you. Give up a habit that weakens you from within. Gradually, your mind will learn that letting go is also a part of living. Buddha used to say that one who learns to let go of a few things has gained much, because letting go doesn't mean becoming empty, but making room for new energy, new joy, new experiences. Just as a new crop can grow in a barren field only when the old crop is cleared, similarly new joys come into life only when we eliminate old pain. And the last but most profound method is to meditate on the breath. Buddha's entire spiritual practice was based on the breath. He said that breath is life and breath is the path to liberation. When you breathe mindfully, you realize that every inhale brings new life and every exhale gives you the power to let go of the old. The breath teaches you. Letting go is necessary, because if you don't let go, you won't be able to live. Every day, spend a few minutes just observing your breath. No thoughts, no words. Just observe how life flows within you. You'll understand that letting go isn't an external process. It's an inner act, like the breath you feel but can't touch. Friends, Buddha said another wonderful thing. The day you stop holding on, you begin to receive. And this is the true secret of life. The more we try to hold on to something, the further it drifts away. But when we let it go, it either returns or something better comes into our lives. Letting go isn't a weakness. It's the strength that overcomes inner fear. It's the understanding that life flows, not by being held back. So if there's a burden within you today, a fear, a relationship that's pulling you down, just stop. Take a deep breath and tell yourself, I have to let go. Slowly, slowly, your heart will begin to lighten. Your nights will become calm, and your mind, which once felt broken, will begin to reconnect with the peace that has always been within you. When a person learns to let go, life begins to heal itself. This is not magic, but a natural law. Buddha said, nature heals when you stop interfering. When you let go of your stubbornness, that thing, that relationship, that situation finds its place, and a wonderful peace arises within you. We think that if we stop holding on, everything will fall apart. But the truth is that as long as we hold on, things remain scattered. And the day we let go, everything begins to come together on its own. Buddha said that when the mind is calm, every answer becomes clear, and the mind becomes calm only when we let go of control. Try to stop a river, it becomes dirty. But when you let it flow, it cleanses itself. Life is like that. When we hold on to everything, relationships, outcomes, people, our desires, energy becomes stagnant. Our thoughts become heavy. The mind becomes tired. The body begins to fall ill. And we feel like the world is against us. But Buddha said that when you stop holding on, energy begins to flow. We forget that the responsibility for healing our lives lies not with us, but with nature. Nature knows what to remove from your life, what to bring in, what to retain, and what to let go. Your only job is to have faith. Faith that everything will fall into place in its right time. Buddha said that everything has its own time, and what belongs to you will never be far from you. When we learn to let go, space begins to open up in our minds. Where there was once the noise of worry, fear, and hope, silence now settles in. A soothing silence, and in that silence you can hear yourself. You realize that everything you were looking for, peace, love, and balance, was within you. All you had to do was let go to reach it, and then magic begins to happen. The right people begin to come into your life. The right opportunities begin to present themselves. The right paths begin to appear, because now you're allowing the energy that was previously stagnant to flow. You're no longer controlling, but living in the flow, and life begins to support you in that moment. Buddha used to say, just as water becomes clearer when you stop stirring mud, similarly, life becomes clearer when you stop holding on to your mind. And truly, when you stop holding on, a burden lifts from within you. You begin to feel lighter. Your mind calms, and the world suddenly seems beautiful. Because now you see without fear, without desire. Now, let me tell you a story. There was a girl named Arya. Her life had everything: love, friendship, dreams. But one day, everything fell apart. The one she loved most left her. Arya was shattered. Nights were spent crying, days immersed in silence. She wondered over and over, what did I do to make him go away? She searched for answers, but she couldn't find them. And in that search, she lost herself. One day, a friend of hers recited the words of Buddha to her. Your suffering is because you can't let go of what's already gone. That sentence resonated deeply with Arya. For the first time, she understood that she was holding on to the past. She didn't want to let go because she thought letting go meant forgetting. But Buddha had said that leaving isn't forgetting. Letting go is simply accepting that what's gone is no longer in your control. Arya started that day. She started letting go a little bit every day. She stopped listening to the songs that reminded her of that person. She deleted the chats that pained her. She wrote to her heart, I'm finding myself back now. She would sit, breathe deeply, and simply realize that letting go of what's gone is the purest form of love. Slowly, something inside her began to change. She could smile even without that person. She returned to her dreams. She no longer blamed anyone. She no longer expected anything from anyone. And one day, she realized that her pain was long gone. It was just her clinging to him that remained. And as she let go, her heart opened. It was as if someone had opened a window after years and fresh air had flown in. This is what happens when we learn to let go. Buddha said you can't fly until you let go of fear. Letting go is letting go of fear. Letting go is setting your soul free. And when the soul is free, life itself begins to heal you. Today, if there's any incompleteness within you, any pain, any relationship or situation that's holding you back, just remember you don't have to forget it. You just have to let it go. Because forgetting is done by the mind. Letting go is done by the heart. When you let go, life starts working in your favor again. New opportunities arise, new people join you, and you realize how easy everything was. I was the one who was stuck. Letting go is never the end. It's always a new beginning. The beginning where you meet yourself, where your soul breathes, where you learn to live again without burden, without fear. Buddha said, let go of what's slipping away from you. Appreciate what you have and trust in what's to come. This is life, and this is Buddha's path. Let go, and everything will fall into place. And perhaps now is the time for you to say to yourself, enough, no more, I'm letting go. Because when you let go, not just things go away. Your pain, your fear, your illusions go too. And what remains is you. Your peace, your love, your truth. Gautam Buddha said that the day you stop clinging, sorrow leaves your life. See, the biggest miracle of life is that when you stop clinging to something, that very thing returns to you in its true form. The mind becomes calm. The first effect of letting go is on our mind. When we let go, the noise of the mind that troubles us all the time gradually starts to calm down. Those old thoughts, those what-if questions, those regrets, that anger all start to subside. Psychology says that when a person learns to let go, their amygdala, which controls fear and stress, begins to calm down. Stress hormones like cortisol begin to decrease. Gradually, both the body and mind begin to feel relaxed. This means that letting go isn't just an emotional decision. It initiates a healing process within your body. 2. You begin to live in the present. When we can't let go, we either remain stuck in the past or worry about the future. But when we let go, we return to the present moment. Buddha says, don't dwell on the past. Don't get lost in dreams of the future. Live only in the present. When you are in the present, everything becomes clearer. You eat with savor, breathe calmly, and find joy in every little thing. This is the first step to mindfulness. And psychology also says that people who live in the present have the lowest anxiety levels. 3. You begin to feel balance in relationships. When we hold on to a person or a relationship, we begin to suppress it. We don't love, we possess. But when we learn to let go, we realize that love doesn't mean holding on, but rather giving freedom. Letting go doesn't mean losing someone, but accepting that if they're right for your life, they'll stay. And if not, their departure is part of your growth. Buddha says that if you truly love someone, give them freedom. Psychology also says the same thing. Healthy relationships are built on trust, not control. When you let go, you give yourself and the other person space to breathe freely, and your self-confidence returns. When we hold on to something, we actually lose faith in ourselves. We think, if this thing goes away, I'll break. But when we let go, we realize that the true strength lies within us. Buddha said that no one can save you but yourself. Psychology also says that letting go is a powerful self-belief exercise. It awakens a new identity within you, where you understand that you are enough. This realization is life-changing, because now you no longer run after things but become the attraction. People, opportunities, and energy start coming to you on their own. 5. Energy starts flowing. When you let go of holding on, the mental energy that was earlier stuck in why, how, and when now starts getting used in creative work. Buddha had said to let go of the mind so that the energy can flow freely. Psychology calls this the flow state. When a person gets lost in his work, he is neither in sadness nor in happiness. He is just flowing in that moment. This state comes only when the mind is free from burden. 6. Health improves. You may have noticed that when you're under a lot of stress, your body also starts to get sick. Headaches, fatigue, lack of sleep, or stomach problems are all linked to mental stress. Psychology says that when we're emotionally free, our immune system strengthens. Sleep improves, breathing deepens, and your face regains its glow. And this is the essence of Buddha's middle way, where you neither hold on too much nor let go too much, simply live in balance. 7. Life becomes simpler. When you learn to let go, things appear as they are. You no longer look for mine or yours in everything. You begin to see life as a flowing experience. No situation can break you because you understand that everything is temporary. Buddha said that everything is changeable. This is the law of life. When you accept this, sadness, anger, and irritation all begin to fall away on their own, and in their place come peace, calm, and lightness. 8. You learn to be happy. You no longer need a reason for happiness, because when you let go, your mind no longer wanders in search of anything. You simply feel that you are, and that is enough. Psychology calls this inner happiness or contentment. This is the state when a person is satisfied not with external things, but with their inner selves. Buddha said that happiness lies not outside, but within your mind. And when you let go, that same mind is filled with inner light. So now understand that letting go does not mean losing, but finding yourself back. When you let go of the past, the future comes smiling to you. When you let go of control, nature takes control. And when you let go of suffering, joy takes root within you. That is why Buddha said, let go of what was, trust what is, and have faith in what will be. This is the essence of life. Let go and see how everything falls into place. Sometimes letting go is the greatest love of all. To yourself, to your life, to your journey. When you let go, you don't lose. You win the battle within yourself. Because letting go isn't weakness, it's maturity. While people waste all their energy trying to hold on, only the one who lets go is free. Gautam Buddha said, "Only the one who lets go can touch true freedom." When you cling to a person, a situation, or an outcome, you become a prisoner of your own life. But the moment you let go, your mind becomes lighter. Your soul begins to breathe again. Think about how many times you've tried to control something only to have it worsen. How many times you've tried to convince someone only to have them move further away. This is the essence of life. Where you hold on, there's pain. Where you let go, there's peace. Psychology says our brains feel the most pain when we try to hold on to something that should be let go. Holding on to something that's beyond your control is like fighting against yourself. But the moment you say, "I'm letting go," that's where healing begins. Your body relaxes, your mind settles, and life allows itself to flow in the right direction for you. This was Buddha's message. Let go, and you will grow. When you let go, you grow. You expand in every direction, from within and without. If you truly want to understand yourself, first understand that there's no need to control everything. Some things just need to be felt and then let go. So if something is broken in your life today, someone is left, a dream remains unfulfilled, just remember this too will pass. Just let go, and life will create the right path for you. Now is the time to free your mind. It's time to feel the peace within you. Let go so that life can give you what is truly meant for you. And if this has touched you somewhere, then believe me, this video is made for you. If you've begun to understand the power of letting go, then put it into practice. And if you want to hear this kind of thought, this kind of depth and soul-stirring ideas every day, then be sure to subscribe to our channel, because every video here is not just for listening, but for living. Every word here is meant to touch your heart and awaken your soul. So, see you in the next episode, where we'll discuss how true happiness is born within. Until then, remember that those who let go find it, and you're on the path to achieving it. Let go, and everything will fall into place. Thank you.